Awesome. Hey guys, I just want to say thank you so much for clicking on this movie review. The fact that you guys are willing to sacrifice a few minutes out of your day to watch my Netflix reviews really does mean the world to me. And today we are going to be talking about, in fact, this is the first ever Brazilian produced Netflix comedy film, and it is translated into airplane mode. So now airplane mode follows the social media influencer Ana, as she is just completely obsessed and addicted to her cell phone and social media. So much so that in fact she ends up in a car crash after her boyfriend breaks up with her because she's too busy looking at her phone rather than concentrating on the road. And as a result of that, basically there's a court order that reprimands her and says, hey, yo, what's up? You are no longer allowed to use your phone until an unforeseen date. And so if you're on your phone, basically you're going to get thrown in prison. That's pretty the ultimatum. And so she is now in the middle of nowhere with her grandfather where there's absolutely no cell phone signal, so that she cannot use her phone. And of course, just as you can imagine, this is a young woman whose entire life revolves around her phone, around her social media presence. I mean, she's addicted to it after all. So of course she does not enjoy it, and she goes through a bunch of hijinks trying to get phones back, trying to deal with this new situation that she's found herself in. And that's pretty much the gist of the story. And of course, this is a Brazilian produced film, so of course I had to watch the English dub and I put the subtitles on as well. And as far as dubs go, this dub was pretty good. It was very decent. I enjoyed the voice acting. I think it matched up with the quality of the acting that was on screen. So if you are going to be watching this in English, good for you. Okay, so I do actually have a fair decent amount to say about this film, and I'll actually start off with the things I liked the most about this film. And the thing I definitely liked the most was how this film decided to show social media presence in its films. This is something I've always thoroughly enjoyed when films try to incorporate this new age technology, social media, and they do so by having these 3D graphics that appear on screen, letting you know whenever there's a notification. You can see what's on other people's cell phone screens. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I thought that was really cool. It was very engaging, and especially at the beginning of the film where Anna starts to feel overwhelmed with all of this information that's constantly thrown at her. You can see why she's being overwhelmed, because it shows you how many followers she's gotten all of a sudden. It shows you who's trying to message her. It shows you how many likes she's got. And so you can understand not necessarily the anxiety she's feeling, but just that she's constantly feeling pressured by all of this media attention all of the time. And of course, that was honestly the thing I enjoyed the absolute most about this film. But with the social media presence comes the thing I liked the least about the film, and that is that majority of the characters in this film are so incredibly unlikable because all they do is follow social media and they're all about those likes. Oh my word, they are infuriating. For the first half of the movie, there is such a lack of enjoyable characters because everyone's like, oh, this selfie will get us 1,000 likes. And then they're like, oh, how many selfies do you? I don't know. Their lives are completely dependent on their phone, and they're also self-absorbent and selfish, and they don't care about other people. It's all about them. It's all about the likes. It's all about the follows. It's all about what's trending, what's not trending. It's all about social media as a business, and I'm just so not about that life. And it's just really unfortunate that so much of the beginning of the film is dedicated to that. And even once Anna's been punished and she has to go to this place where people aren't allowed to be on their phones and stuff like that, there's quite a few, there's one character in particular that is also so obsessed with her phone. It's this young girl, and it's just so incredibly annoying because like, this is supposed to be the nice chilled out place where people aren't addicted to their phones. And then there's this one girl that's pretty much just as bad as Anna when it comes to it. It's so annoying. But honestly, Anna, especially in the first half of the film, is so unlikable. She literally starts stealing people's phones. She tries to steal people's phones so that she can check her social media. It's so annoying. There's this one scene where this old lady, she's busy sleeping on the bus like this. She's sleeping, and Anna's like, I'm just going to steal your phone, thank you. And then she tries to sign in, but she can't because she doesn't know the password. So, oh, I'm sorry. She drops the phone and she pretends that, oh, look, here's your phone. Oh, such an unlikable character trying to steal people's stuff just to see your social media feed. Come on, my word. And then like people are using relationships as well to gain social, I don't know, to me relationships are important. You know, if you've got a boyfriend or a girlfriend, wife, etc., you cherish them, you treat them with respect and with love. In this movie, so many people just use relationships to further their social media standing. It's so freaking annoying. So this film was also billed as a comedy. Is it a comedy? I didn't laugh once. I really didn't. I think it could pass as a romantic comedy or a romantic drama, but a standalone comedy, definitely not. I didn't laugh a single time. And even calling it a romantic comedy, in my opinion, is a bit of a stretch. In my opinion, this film would be best categorized as a romantic, feel-good family movie, is the best way to describe it. They definitely tackle the theme of social media and its influence. They tackle it head on. Whether they represented it in a realistic way, I honestly don't believe they did. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just in the wrong sphere of things, but I've never let social media control my life the way that it looks like it's controlling a bunch of people's lives in this movie. I've never been that person, but I can see the influence that social media has had on younger kids that I've interacted with, and they are much more prone to social media than I am. And so I can see that, in fact, when they grow up, they might turn out like this. And that is a very, very scary thought. The fact that they are more interested in what their followers think of them than what genuine people in their lives that care about them think. I think that is a very, very scary thought. And the film does tackle that, which I appreciate. So that's a big ups to this film. So at the end of the day, would I recommend this movie? Yes, actually. Surprisingly, I didn't think I would. I honestly didn't think I would. But I think there are merits that this film has. Is it a perfect film? Definitely not. It's definitely in the mid-tier Netflix films, to be 100% honest. This is in the same vein as Tall Girl. If you enjoy Tall Girl, you'll enjoy this movie. Definitely not as bad as I was expecting it to be, but definitely not like The Irishman or anything like that. But guys, thank you so much for watching my review. You guys really are just the absolute best. You're fantastic. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel or do me an absolute goodness. I forgot the word. Just, it would be nice if you subscribed, please. Guys, thank you so much for once again watching my review. You guys are the best, but I'd like to take this short little period of time to shout out CreateZA. Now, CreateZA, they're the guys that are responsible for this awesome pillow. Basically, they just go around doing the greatest meetups ever. If you are a creative in any way, shape, or form, I'd recommend you follow them on Instagram to find out when the next meetup is happening.